A season's worth of Saturdays all comes down to this. The final in New Orleans, home of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome and the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Texas Longhorns against the USC Trojans. Matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Throwing to start the drive. Flynn. And right away, he lost the football. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Flynn hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Martin, the return. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Broke off a pretty nice run there, and as he has runs like that, Charles, keep in mind he's doing it against one of the best defenses in the entire country.
And I remain impressed with how he's made the transition from quarterback to running back. Knowledge of the blocking scheme. You know he studies every game plan just like a quarterback, so he sees the defenses like he would under center. That's making his job a little bit easier as he runs against this good defense, as you pointed out.
Yeah, we say it all the time, but speaking of making jobs easier, it makes the quarterback, Tommy Matthews' job so much easier when those running lanes are open because it's going to open up that passing game as well. 1st and goal from the 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead. Tommy Matthews linking up with the other half of the dynamic duo for a nice touchdown pass and catch.
It almost felt like he essentially ran the ball downfield himself and handed it to him, didn't it? Their connection is so good, dating all the way back to their high school days. Even though roles are reversed now, it is fun to watch.
Yeah, we sat with him yesterday, and we had one of those Interviews in the private room, so they were really opening up about this being their last game together. It's kind of bittersweet, but I guess, Charles, it's one of those things where we need to enjoy it while we can still watch it.
Yeah, but one can dream. Can't they both be drafted by the same NFL team?
Yeah.
One can hope.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Maybe the story will live on a little further than this.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Throwing on third and long. Flynn in trouble, and he's taken down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I'll tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And he will take this in for the Longhorn touchdown. Darren Walker, 31 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive line. I'm is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Walker has it. Now the ball comes loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Matthews. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
Kicker on for the point.
So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
It's Martin. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. And it's up and good.
Longhorns 28. Trojans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Flynn under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but now before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Matthews. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. He's got Fuller. And he works through. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down. Flynn, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on second down. Flynn got an open man. It's Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there. First down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first and 10. Flynn. And it's going to be incomplete.
Flynn's pass intended for number.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Matthews. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Darren Walker, as the first half is winding down. And this offense is running away with this one.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score. Longhorns 42. Trojans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The SC offense about set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. What a story this would be. Texas 1/2 away from a national championship.
Trojans nothing.
Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now they continue to hand him the rock at running back. He's been a real workhorse so far in this game.
And he's given his friend and quarterback, Tommy Matthews, some real security back there because even in heavy traffic, he's rarely losing yardage. He's falling forward on every carry. Guess what? People have to start coming into the box a little bit more on defense. That should open up the passing lanes for Tommy Matthews downfield.
12 yards the gain there, and that'll give him a first down. On first down, Matthews. Dancing to his left, and he's going to keep it here. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here are the Longhorns now on 1st and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
So he's able to take it in, Charles, for his first rushing touchdown of the evening.
Yeah, congratulations to him. But right now, I'm thinking like an NFL GM or a personnel guy. I'm watching his development as a runner, and boy, oh boy, am I thinking to myself, can I get him, really continue to mold him, and make him an even better player on the next level because I can run halfback options with him, and by the way, he could be my emergency quarterback. Could open up a roster spot for me as well.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to throw. Flynn. And that is incomplete.
Pass forced to the ground.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken right at the 35. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, it's Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they try the right side here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hands it off out of the gun. Gets past one man. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great play there. Taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Well, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss in the tackle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going... to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A good return there, 17 yards.
9-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
At the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 17 yards, and it'll give them the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Steps away to his left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Misses the target, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return.
First and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing it. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What a run for the Heartbreak Kids, and it all culminates here in the Big Easy. They are the national champions. So that truly a champion's performance. Weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the college football world.
Hey, you know, it was really great what you did.
What do you mean?
I know you could have gone to the draft last year, but instead you risked everything to come back here and help us. It means a lot to me, man.
Hey, we've been through it all together, man. You know I love you like a brother. So, are you feeling thankful enough to finally admit that I'm Batman?
Come on, let's not get carried away now. But hey, I will admit, you're no Robin.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Superman.
Soups.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can work with that.
Yeah, you know, he's Batman's equal, his biggest rival. And even though they battle it out from time to time, they always wind up back as close friends.
I can definitely work with that.
But hey, just in case you ever go stepping out of line, you should know that I always keep an extra thing of kryptonite on me at all times.
You might need that in the NFL. Against me. No cap.
Well, that was certainly a college career for the ages. And it was my honor to be there with you guys through that part of your journey. And I just want to thank you for taking us through that. Now, we're closing in on another critical chapter, the NFL Combine.
So, the NFL Combine, I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me. I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but will my performance back it up? No. No, this cannot be happening. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where was the last place you looked at him?
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. A lot of help you are. Oh, you're Rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on. I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but I'll tell you what. You let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on. See if they fit. What's the verdict?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
With as much adrenaline as I have coursing through my veins right now from trying to find my cleats, there's no way I don't beat the combine record. I'll tell you what, I'll be even faster. Just watch.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're gonna be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Yep, I feel it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking. Bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe, designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is the National Football League.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 71 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
5-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Robert Woods.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Second and 11 now. Prescott to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. On the return is Henderson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Rams offense getting set to go back to work. They're coming off a 9-7 finish last year, and that might have won the NFC East, but it wasn't good enough to win the West as they finished behind both the 49ers, the Seahawks as well. But what do you see from the Rams this year? Is this a team that kind of hit its peak with a run to Super Bowl 53 a few years?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Rick Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 22, Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
Up into the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back. But down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
On 1st down, Goff. Incomplete. Woods the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
That interception reminds me that we're seeing a little bit of an alarming trend for Jared Goff, because in his career, he's gone from throwing 7 to 12 to 16 interceptions in his 3 full years as a starter. So it suggests that he's willing to take more risks downfield, but he has to be careful not to be too loose with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And 9.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Every time I see Cooper Kupp play, I'm reminded of the first time I saw him in a summertime workout session. I remember running around screaming, who is this young man? And now we see him on the NFL level. From the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in 2019 yards, career highs in all the major statistical categories. And not only that, that's off of a knee injury the previous season. This guy's tough as nails.
Second and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darryl Worley. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
20. Rams nothing.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry by Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 41, Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
A gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
A 53-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the 1st half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he lost the football. The defense has got it. A nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown.
Touchdown.
That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. His throw caught at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball in the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And again, it's Prescott. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Cowboys, nothing.
So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's why we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Well, the Falcon offense ready to go here. And last season for them, Charles, a 7-9 finish. And not too many talking about the Falcons in the lead up to 2020. Certainly all the focus in the NFC South has gone to Tampa Bay and New Orleans. And could this team, do they surprise folks and jump into contention for the division title?
They certainly believe so, and they feel like they should have been in contention the last couple of seasons. Remember, they went 6-2 over the last half of last season, so they thought they were starting to figure things out, and now they acquired Todd Gurley to help run the football. But defensively, they've got to get a pass rush. Just 28 sacks last year, second fewest in the league. Vic Beasley's now in Tennessee. They need Tack McKinley to rush the passer, and can they get the big output out of Dante Fowler, who they acquired this offseason?
From the 44, Ryan. The connection made. It's Graham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, it's good. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. And coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll move the chains. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 31, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Cowboys, nothing.
So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And in heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First down, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Prescott on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
Are you responsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the... Rhymes like the hell in the clock. Oh, you're irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna fuss, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition.
No. No, this cannot be. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
With as much adrenaline...
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. Here we go, Shaq. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Well, today had a little bit of it all. select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL Draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. Welcome back to the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is in. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
She right got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact,
you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, it's the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby.
This is the player card. This is your development trait. Superstar and superstar
engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, play. So what you gon' do? Stop playing. Exactly. Cause you're built like that.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like I'm airing a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Now pictures like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the sea. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean to come.
At your first training camp, who helped you adjust to NFL life?
No matter how ready you think you are, nothing really prepares you for the big leagues. So I appreciated having him as a guide. I didn't realize just how much impact it would have over the course of my rookie year, on and off the field.
Well, we finally get to see at least one of our beloved Heartbreak Kids in action on the field. Look, I'm a founding member of the Heartbreaker fan club, going all the way back to their high school days. So, needless to say, I for one have been dying to see them step onto an NFL field and show everyone what they can do since we last saw them lighting the world on fire in the college ranks. But as excited as I and the rest of the Heartbreakers are to see them take the field, it's a moment we may all have to wait for until next season.
The veteran players were encouraged to mentor the new guys on how to succeed and push us to be competitive, even in the preseason. I appreciated that he took me under his wing, and our extra reps after practice helped me get dialed in.
Guys, last time we were out here, the coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see
that. Hey, kill! What is it? 47. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. What do you think?
Ain't nothing worse than losing your hero and couldn't say bye.
Here we go.
And we never know just when it's our time and legends are gone. Still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed.
Here we go, 46.
I wanted to
46. There we go, going to 53. Like 26.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
Hey, here we go.
Let me breathe.
26.
Let me breathe.
Here we go,
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You're taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible, yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable, then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro, ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert had a tremendous career at the University of Oregon. Ended up winning the Campbell Trophy, which was the academic Heisman. Won a lot of football games, including the Rose Bowl and the Pac-12 Championship. 32 touchdown passes last year. But the reason he really got himself solidified as the first-round pick for the Chargers, a terrific Senior Bowl week. Was the MVP of the game, but I thought he was the MVP of the week the way he interacted with his teammates and opposing players, and everyone got to see his leadership on display.
He'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Herbert's pass. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the
well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was second in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done. And his team really likes him as their leader.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Elliott, toss right. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. There's CeeDee Lamb, his first NFL catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay out in the field and accumulate big plays.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This one is right down Broadway. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
3, Chargers 0.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over, A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And he's taken down at the 43. But not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 9. First down, L.A.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard. Or 2 shy of the 40.
That's good for the Chargers.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Green brings it in. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, this pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. He was looking for Darius Jennings that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down. Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Jackson taking it in. And the Chargers have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
36-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
The 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 45-yard line.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. The way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Desmond King.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on.
Hello.
It'll be a 3rd and 4.
Yo.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
No.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will score. Touchdown. For Andy Dalton last year in Cincinnati, he threw 3 of these, second only to Jameis Winston 7. And he'll be bitten again with the interception and 6 points the other way. And this one's right through, making a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They hung hard on our program.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Boys take over 1st and 10. Their own.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Good for a Cowboys.
Run on the inside handoff. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From midfield here, Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Dalton here from the gun. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Damian Jennings, 50 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Hold on.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when...
20. That ain't shit compared to... I know compared to... Somebody had a baby. Baby, I know people 15, goddamn 13, 14. Goddamn. At least motherfuckers look at you like, what you 12 too? Nah, I'm not first stage in my baby. Yeah, I'm good. So I wonder if that myth is true. Someone told me that people who, let me see, what did my mama say? Well, not just my mama, most people. You get boys from riding and girls on your back. So what the fuck is, oh, Dominique. Oh. Okay. Dominique. I'm gonna be talking some of this shit. Some elevator leak. I heard this shit
so. Alright. Whichever they're playing, Mike.
And you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays. That's a lot of fun to watch as well.
extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Second and 10. Dalton once more.
This is Andy Dalton's trash.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong
Yeah, I'm in
direction
running back, bro.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right.
Okay, yeah, now we can get it like this.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's caught by Jennings. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Kellen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this will be caught in the end zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit this hard. I can't blow out like this. For real.
Oh my God.
What I did, can I kick it?
Here's some time.
I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I
take that to the head.
Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it?
Hey Mike, what's up? Let's get on the yard, bro.
Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us.
Mike, you talking about playing the yard, bitch? Oh, you say you doing what? You stupid. Oh, okay, yeah. Nah, do your thing. Do your motherfucking thing. Nah, I'll get my ass whooped with that. What? I'm about to get on that duty though. On that duty. Yeah.